If you don't know who LowTierGod is, don't worry, nobody else does either. But most people only know him because he refuses to shut up long enough to fade into irrelevance. And all you really need to know is he's a washed up FGC loudmouth who still be talking like he's God's gift to mankind despite never reaching an elite level of specimen that he markets himself to be. He has a habit of acting like whatever game he's playing, or even his chat, or the fucking universe itself personally betrayed him anytime something don't go his way. He's been wrapped up in plenty of other drama too, but that's a video for another day, maybe. Anyway, so the almighty algorithm recommended an LTG video, and I figured it's been a fat minute since I checked in to see whether this dude had changed at all. And spoiler, he didn't. So I'm gonna just play audio clips instead of actually like showing them in case he decides to file a privacy complaint over showing him, despite the good folks over at Kiwi Farms having doxed his ass plenty of times. But yeah, LowTierGod is one of those guys that talk like every damn sentence is supposed to show up with thunder and lightning. Yeah, and a cape flapping in the wind behind his ass with a big capital D on it for dumbass. Cause like everything with this guy has to be dramatic. He's got to pointlessly build everything up like he about to drop some fucking life-changing knowledge or some shit. Everything's some grand declaration from a man who's at that exact moment just sitting on his ass rambling to chat like some bitter ass Calvin Klein reject. And one of the many constants with this guy is how badly he wants to sound feared. Not respected, ladies and gentlemen, but feared. Like, he thinks the world watches him the way normal people would a powerful CEO or some shit. No, dude. Most people watch you for the same reason they go to the zoo. Cause this particular stream I done Jimmy Jack the clips from, man, it's unapologetically LowTierGod for real. It's got all the classics you'd want. Threats, delusion, misogyny, and fake prestige from a guy who talks about artistry like he's Scorsese with a damn ring light. So let's start this off with this grown-ass man fantasizing about the draft like it's his own personal YouTube moderation team.
Hopefully they draft every nigga that makes troll videos of me. I hope all you niggas go. So if there is one, you're on the first thing smoking. But I've seen some niggas have gray hair on my dick, so.
See what I meant about LTG being unapologetically himself? That's the perfect line for his ass. Because only LowTierGod could hear military draft and immediately think, finally, a federal solution to my hurt feelings. This was engineered to precise. Meanwhile, my dumbass thought he believed that abundance is the language of precision. Like, bruh, this is a grown-ass man who is so bothered by dumb YouTube commentary that he wants the government to spin the block for him. Imagine being so emotionally bruised by reaction channels that your first thought isn't to ignore them, which kind of boggles the mind because he's been on the internet for a minute, right? So you'd think somebody as hated as him would know the drill by now. So anyway, instead of ignoring him in a weird but kind of a dumb way too, he's banking on the friggin' Pentagon to handle his haters. How's that gonna work, man? Talk about cope. The way he said it though, like he's some damn warlord issuing a decree. Homie's just a washed up streamer crashing out because a bunch of nobodies laugh at him online. And that's all this is.
Just for the niggas that like staying at home and doing nothing with their lives, they should cap you motherfuckers to 30. Because you're not doing shit anyway. So you might as well get drafted. If you're somebody that trolls on the internet past 30, just calm. But maybe you might not have to.
I swear, man, this is why LTG is comedy gold. Because homie deadass states that trolling on the internet past 30 is subhuman behavior, while also he himself spending endless hours on his streams doing the same fucking thing. And what's even weirder than that is that this is his whole ass brand. And he is self-aware enough to know this shit. He's claimed to be mentally untouchable, yet he's just a middle-aged man literally yelling. Actually, I think we're like the same age, or damn near close to it. I think he's like a year or two older than me. But yeah, he's a grown-ass man literally yelling at usernames flexing at a bunch of avatars, and treating Twitch chat like a damn blood feud. Bro, you can't call other people terminally online when you sound like you need to be unplugged and be put on blood pressure meds after getting your ass handed to you by players who aren't your usual stream snipers. Bro, and the whole "you're not doing anything with your lives" line is crazy, coming from a guy that live streams his entire fucking day several times a week for all of the internet so idiots like me can have something to laugh at. And then this man shifts from draft talk and straight into one of the most bitter, insecure detours I've heard in a minute. In fact, I think the last time I've heard something this dumb was when I watched his eugenics rant.
You know, clearly no man would want to wife a 40-year-old chick. You know what I mean? And unless you got to be the most desperate motherfucker on the planet. What guy in their right mind's wifing a 40-year-old?
See, whenever fake tough guys like this start bitching about women aging, it never sounds like standards. I'm talking like unmotivated, undetermined, mentally touched. Like he forfeited the night's labor. Yeah, all this sounds like fear, because he's not making a friggin' point. It's like, you can't make this shit up, like, because he's like, I swear, it's like he's trying to dead-ass bully time itself. And he keeps saying that shit over and over too. Like repetition's gonna fucking turn insecurity into truth. No man would wipe this, no man would wipe that. I can kind of, no, I don't respect that. I mean, you know, you're entitled to your opinion, but why does he sound like he's trying to convince himself though? This bum ass nigga talking shit, and I'm over here wondering, like, where the hell's his wedding ring at? Like, he talk about getting bitches and all that. Like, anybody can get bitches, but can he get a woman though? You know what I'm saying? Like, where the wedding ring at his age, bro? Confident people state a preference and move the fuck on. Meanwhile, LTG over here turning that shit into a whole ass TED talk that ain't nobody give a fuck about. And the more he keeps going with it, the nastier and weirder he sounds. And then he pivots into one of the most deranged body inspection monologues I've ever heard.
How many anthropoids do you have? Does your ass stink? Do you know how to, like, do you have crud up under your clitoris, so on and so forth? Do your earlobes connect to your face? Do you have thinning hair? Do the back of your ears stink? So on and so forth. You have ear crust. If she farts, it's a wrap.
Jesus Christ, just listen to this guy. See, this is what happens when mental illness meets misogyny and decides to do a podcast together. He tries so hard to sound so clinical, like nigga doing science or some shit. I see why his dumb Sora movie sounded as stupid as his ideals. How many anthropoids do you have? Nigga, what you even saying? Yo stupid ass even know what an anthropoid is? I don't. I had to look that shit up, and it don't make no damn sense how you used it in your sentence. Well, nah, never mind. Given the context and your personality, I take that back. It makes perfect sense. All that damn dialogue sounded like it got into a fucking car wreck on its way out your mouth though. What's funny is every time this fool does this shit, he thinks he's cooking. He thinks chat is sitting there salivating at the mouth thinking, damn, LTG be on some real shit. I will say this though, I ain't got too many positive things to say about him, but he does have some good shit talking skills. As a lifelong shit talker, real recognized real. I can tell he's been doing this for a minute. But unfortunately for him, that's where any good things about his ass end at.
No, I always keep TTS off because men keep wanting to pay me to jack off to me and say shit, so TTS will stay off. I can just see your message, I don't need to hear it.
I swear it's not an LTG stream if he ain't say everybody wants him. That everybody's obsessed with his ass, and apparently everyone plotting on his ass too. Like, bruh, at some point you gotta ask, man, like, is the entire world obsessed with this guy? Or like, I don't know, is he like addicted to just imagining himself as the center of everybody's reality? Because goddamn, I swear that's the main driver here, and it has main character syndrome fucking plastered all over it. He desperately wants to be the chosen one and the persecuted genius at the same time. That way, every outcome ends up feeding his ego. If idiots praise him, he's an elite specimen. If people clown on him, they're jealous and want to be him. If platforms punish his ass, they're threatened by his greatness. If idiots like me make videos, we're obsessed with his stupid ass. And you know what? I gotta admit, it's a very convenient system. Hella delusional, though, but convenient.
Yo, go on the desktop version on your phone and then change it to landscape so that I could use some of these for the intro. It doesn't let you do landscape on mobile, so I'll just go to the browser and go to Sora there and yeah. And what is gonna be the next shit? So on Saturday, I'm gonna work on Soul Swap heavy. Like I'm gonna be doing hella prompts, getting a lot of shit done.
So this is his grand creative process, his almighty cinematic vision. But what is it really though? I'll fucking tell you what it is. It's some middle-aged dude asking chat how to format Sora prompts on mobile. Earlier, he deadass said watching other streamers would be disrespecting the artistry. Artistry? My brother in Christ, you're not in the damn studio. You ain't directing the film, bro. You type in midlife crisis wish list into a damn machine and hoping something good comes out of it. That shit's not artistry. That's like some ghetto ass Uber Eats but for your imagination. And hey, look, using AI tools is whatever. I've read about some people who've turned themselves around in life by simply having whole ass detailed conversations with ChatGPT. Seems a little weird to me to talk to a machine in that way, but hey, if it pulled these people out of the brink, then I'm all for it. And as someone that stared into the abyss of depression, I'm all for people using AI tools for whatever, you know? But LTG talks about this shit like he's crafting the next great visual saga, when in reality, it sounds like a man discovering fucking presets and mistaking that shit for creativity. He couldn't act in a real motion picture if the damn script was just him staring at himself in the mirror for 2 hours. Actually, nah, I take that back. That might be the one role he'd actually be good at. And then the last stretch of this role would be him gaming, bitching and moaning, blaming the games as always, blaming the mechanics, and fucking blaming everything and everyone but his damn self. So basically, the classic ending to every single LTG recap channel video. Like for real, this nigga does the same shit every single time. Just like DSP, he friggin' narrates every inconvenience like it's a damn conspiracy to his greatness. And like at no point does the thought enter his tiny little mind that maybe, just maybe, the common denominator is the guy throwing a fucking tantrum every 20 minutes. It's like he turns frustration into Shakespeare for idiots who punch holes in the wall. And that's why his persona goes to shit the second you stop being impressed by his voice. Cause looking past his fake ass composure, it's the same damn thing every time. A guy with a severely inflated self-image having very emotionally intense tantrums and dressing it all up like it was destined to happen. So at the end of the day, LowTierGod's entire brand is one giant bluff. And most of us are well aware of that shit. He wants to be viewed as this feared, untouchable, intelligent villain. But when you actually listen to his very stupid ass opinions, it's mostly bitterness and contradiction coming from a grown-ass man trying to force grandeur onto nonsense. Like for real, this nigga talk about artistry while fucking feeding prompts into an AI. I swear you can't make this shit up, folks. He talks like a king, but crashes out like an old-ass blind nigga who lost an argument to his own reflection. Maybe dudes like myself would stop roasting his ass if he just stopped being such a fragile bitch. Bro, and honestly, when a man spends this much time gassing himself up while falling apart in the public eye, the jokes, they just write themselves. And that brings me to the end of the video, folks. Thank you for watching. It really means a lot. Like, it does for real. And thank you to those that have been commenting on my last few videos. Y'all keep me laughing a lot during my breaks at work when I read them. Like for real, like I snort, laugh a lot, and it kind of catches the attention of the people in the break room. Well, anyways, yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.